Alright, in today's video we have a supposed leak hinting at Battlefield 6 modern era setting, along with the first details, plus the first information for the next Outlast game. Let's get right into it. We're all wondering where the next Battlefield game will take us after Battlefield 5 with World War II. There's a lot of choice left, like Vietnam, Cold War, modern, future and such, with each having new creations of its own, like the vehicles, weapons and everything. EA has also been clear that the next Battlefield game won't be released until 2021, with the company opting to wait for next-gen consoles to be available before releasing a new entry in the series. We'll take this with a massive grain of salt, but it seems, according to a new leak, the next Battlefield game will have a modern/future setting and is taking place in 2030. Bad Company 3 was reportedly the next game to be released after Battlefield 5, but it didn't look and feel like a Bad Company game at all. And they also couldn't get the actors and writers back, so its name and story was scrapped and changed. So this leak says Battlefield 6 is in 2030 and will feature drones, robotics and other futuristic aspects, though it will remain extremely grounded in reality. Nothing over the top to make it all futuristic and too far from reality. It's also said the popular feature from Battlefield 4, Levolution, that completely changes the map with different events, is returning, but in a much bigger way, and will now be started by the players and completely different each match. It's not gonna be a scripted event this time. The destruction is of course coming back, but this time everything can be destroyed thanks to the next-gen capabilities. The buildings will fully collapse, changing the map's whole perspective instead of just walls here and there like in Battlefield 5. Bullets can now penetrate walls and so on. They are apparently looking to destroy entire skyscrapers with jet strikes, which can change the maps completely. It's also said when your plane is being shot down, you won't die instantly. Now you can attempt to crash land it and escape the wreckage. Drones and robotics make the biggest additions to vehicles. You can get UAVs that allow you to mark targets for your team from above, drones that deliver missile strikes and bombing runs, and land-based drones and robots that allow you to breach buildings, disarm bombs, and spot enemies. Finally, it's been told DICE want this game to be a return back to the roots, with the team taking lots of notes from Battlefield 2 and Battlefield 3. Let me know in the comments if you would be interested in seeing a Battlefield game in 2030, or post your suggestions. Again, take this with a grain of salt. Next up, we have the first details for the next Outlast game, which is not Outlast 3, but is a game in the same universe. The next game in the series is called the Outlast Trials. It's a survival horror game just like the other ones, but this time there's a surprising twist. It's a multiplayer title, but don't worry, it can still be played alone. The developers said multiple players can take part in the game that's set during the scary Cold War era, though it can also be played solo if you prefer the more traditional Outlast experience. It doesn't have a release date and is currently still in production, but as you can see here, we have the game's cover that has been revealed. The Outlast Trials will allow players to face the horrors that awaits by themselves or with fellow test subjects. The characters we see here with night vision might make us think it's a VR game, but it is not, confirmed Red Barrels. Since we're gonna be test subjects in this Outlast Trials game, I can't stop thinking about the movie Saw. And imagine the possibilities. Saw is a movie about test subjects trying to escape little games made by those who are testing the subjects. I think we might see something like this, but in multiplayer, and that would be crazy. Let me know what you guys think about this news. Let's talk about it in the comments. If you would like more gaming news like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks to I Am Legend for being a master member on the channel. You can become a Survivor member for 99 cents only by clicking the join button below and support me and the channel as a whole. Thanks for watching.